This is one of the most beautiful parks in the state of Kentucky, if not the world. The ghostly legend here is just another bonus. This natural area, aside from the falls, which comes complete with a regularly scheduled moonbow, an arc of misty light visible only during a full moon at the falls, also includes challenging hiking trails with beautiful rock formations, plentiful wildlife including deer and black bears, horseback riding, camping, a lodge with business accommodations and restaurant, and even some semi-secluded cabins. The falls are 65 feet high and 120 feet wide, but during the flood stage they can swell to 300 feet wide. So much beauty is present that it has been nicknamed the Niagara of the South. This book shows a photo of Lover's Leap. It mentions it is evident that the force of the turbulent water at the base of the falls would present a formidable challenge even to the best of swimmers, should a person accidentally fall in. No wading or swimming is allowed. The apparition is frequently seen rising from the mist at the base of the falls among the rocks in the water. KentuckyGhost.com says, "The Ghost Bride of Cumberland Falls has been appearing in the park since the 1950s. The legend says that a young couple who had been married one afternoon came to spend their honeymoon in one of the cabins near the falls. In the early evening, the tired but excited couple went for a walk, still wearing the clothes they had been wearing at the ceremony. The man took his camera along with him, ready to take photos of the natural beauty of the falls and the glowing beauty of his new bride. The young woman decided she wanted a picture of herself in her wedding dress, with the falls in the background, climbing up a nearby hill in the cool evening light. The woman playfully danced near the edge of the cliff, filled with joy at the beginning of her new life. But that life came to a sudden, unexpected end. Moving towards the edge of the cliff to pose, the young bride lost her footing and slipped off the cliff edge, hitting her head on a rock and drowning in the swiftly moving waters beneath the falls. The unfortunate young girl still seems to be waiting for the excitement of her wedding night. Ever since her death, people have reported seeing the ghostly figure of a woman in a white wedding dress near the falls. The most common sightings of the ghost bride happened at the top of the cliff near where he fell. A road now goes along the cliff, with a sharp curve right near the fatal overlook. Many park visitors have reported seeing the figure of a woman in a wedding dress run up in front of their car as they come around the curve. If anyone stops, the bride inevitably disappears without a trace. The second and more spectacular manifestation of the ghost bride of Cumberland Falls happens on the night of the moonbow. A moonbow is a phenomenon produced by moonlight refracting off the water and air, in the same way that sunlight produces a rainbow. Cumberland Falls is the only place in North America where a moonbow can be predictably seen. Tourists commonly gather on the nights of the full moon to see this beautiful effect of the soft light. But sometimes, people gathered to see the moonbow will see more than they were expecting. It's said that some nights, when the moonbow is at its peak, at the base of the cliff where the young woman fell, a ghostly figure, dressed in a white wedding gown, can be seen rising up out of the waters. The famous story of the ghost bride of Cumberland Falls attracts many visitors and curiosity seekers to the park. The story has left its impression on the park, so much that the cliff where the bride fell to her death is now known as Lover's Leap. If you go in search of an encounter with the phantom bride, even if you don't see her, you may as well fall in love with the scenic beauty of one of Kentucky's natural wonders. The beautiful DuPont Lodge, as well as the falls, is reported to have ghostly visitations from the new bride. Whether you stay at the lodge or camp, view the moonbow, catch a glimpse of the ghost, or just stare at the wonderful waterfall, Cumberland Falls is a must-see for any visitor to our wonderful Commonwealth.